What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be spending a little bit of time in the back shop today because we got some stuff going on. We got Chris's car, we got Adnan's GTR, we just got a lot of stuff back here. So we're going to spend some time with Josh and Devin and see what's going on. Oh yeah. Ooh. So Adnan's back.
Yeah, Adnan came back. So we've been troubleshooting some boosty issues. Basically, the car left here, was making good power, and then he said not so much power. I thought maybe boost controller went bad, so we shipped him a manual boost controller, had him wind it all the way up, and we were only making gate pressure, so that was sucky. And then I forget the name of the shop that he took it to up in New York, but basically he took it to a shop that was somewhat familiar with GTRs. They did a smoke test and pressure test and found that the gasket was leaking between the head and the plenum. So we're going to go ahead and throw in some good old Nitto metal gaskets and get it bolted back up, and I'll do a pressure test and make sure nothing's leaking, and then we'll put it back on the dyno for a health check, get it back up at the power range it's supposed to be at, and then send this thing back on up to New York. Yeah, well, hopefully just a little quick tune up, nothing crazy. I hate doing this in the car. I would have much rather pulled the motor, but I'm trying to keep the hours down on it for him, so I just tapped into my old school me where I used to do this in the driveway. You do what you can with what you got, and when you get good at it and you have the state-of-the-art equipment, use the state-of-the-art equipment. Why won't you fit? Get, there we go. It's being a pain because I wasn't aligned. All right, so metal gasket in place. This is going to be the fun part, is putting this back, mainly because like it kind of fouls up on the water neck. I still have some of the plumbing attached back there. I disconnected all the wiring and kind of moved it over to give me the movement, and then obviously had to, I say obviously, but I had to drain the coolant, being that you can see this is the coolant neck, and this fills with water to go through the passages and keep the cylinder head cool. Yeah, so I basically just tried to remove as much as I possibly could in larger sections, and then obviously broke it down at the gasket surfaces. So between the cylinder head and the plenum, between the plenum and the throttle body, between the throttle body and the intake collector, and then it's all new gaskets. But be done today. So I started yesterday afternoon-ish, got it broke down all the way to this point, and then all I had left to do starting today was scrape all the old gasket, give it a good clean with a nice little Scotch-Brite, and then I just took one little step extra just to be extra like we do, and I put a straight edge with a feeler gauge, and I was checking for trueness, make sure that this thing wasn't warped. But yeah, everything checked out pretty solid. So
now put it back together and see if it's making boost.
That's the one. So yeah, I'll just we've got a really cool boost leak tester, a billet cap that plugs into our piping setup that has a gauge on it with a little fill port, like a tire stem, valve stem, and you know, we'll add some pressure behind it, do a leak test. If we find anything, I'll put the smoke machine on it. I doubt very seriously we're going to find anything, especially using Nitto gaskets. And then we've got all the Vibrant HD clamps on this kit. So if you followed this build before, Devin basically took either the Greddy suction kit or the HKS suction kit. I think that one was the Greddy suction kit, where it's normally all silicone, or what's it say right there? Is that Greddy?
Yep, Greddy.
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. So the Greddy kit. But yeah, basically just welded on the flanges for the HD clamps. So we have no couplers blowing here. It's our favorite, man. This is standard. Other than that, track event this past week with Chris's car went well. Have found some issues and errors that we're gonna work. Devin's tidying that stuff up now, while we're waiting for me to need him to do fabrication work. So yeah, well that's like the life of the wizard. And then I got a tune with a R33 GTST this morning. Yeah, finish this thing up by this afternoon. Maybe get it back on the dyno this afternoon. I say back on the dyno, but get it on the dyno this afternoon. And then life is good.
Yes. Come on. He worked hard on that.
That's good money right
Get
there.
my way, man. You paid for that. You're throwing your own shit.
Bro, you're dog water, bro.
Damn, bro.
Well,
You're dog water, bro.
What we got,
Okay.
Chris?
All right, what do we got? This goes in my Chaser, okay? My awesome race car, Chaser / street car, JZX 100 Tour V. I know, it's awesome. We got this going on right now because my wiring in my car needed some straightening, okay? So we mounted this. Is going to be behind the glove box. You open this up, this is what you're going to see. A thing of beauty, okay? We got Elite 2000 Haltech aftermarket ECU to control all the goodies. We got standalone. What people like? Okay, so then we got some fuses here running straight to the battery. This is gonna go straight to the battery.
How are these relays?
Power these relays, which is fuel pump, ignition for the coil packs, and then 12 volt is going to be for sensors, so that there's no way we're just taking from another wire we found under the glove box,
Under the dash or from the factory
from
harness,
the radio.
because we are utilizing Haltech's Elite 2000 or Elite 1500 to 2500 jumper harness for JZX 100 or the Soars. So
Right, so this plugs right
Yep.
into the factory plug.
Yep.
And goes to this standalone Haltech Elite 2000 ECU.
Yep.
What's an ECU? What's ECU stand
engine
for?
control unit.
Electronic controller unit.
Electronic control unit. We got all that goodies, and then so what's this right here?
This is your WB1, your wideband controller.
Okay, so why does it have two plugs?
It also acts as a CAN extension. So your PowerTune digital dash communicates to the ECU via your wideband controller.
And so that's a CAN bus.
It's a CAN bus system. So
Okay. So can you explain what CAN means?
I sure can. It is a controlled area network. Is what CAN
Controller?
stands for.
Area network? Or
Controller, controlled. It's all lingo, tomato, you know. But CAN bus communicates via two wires. It can communicate all your sensors, all your inputs, all your outputs. It's pretty nuts how it works.
And then what do I got going on here?
This is your Haltech GPS module.
Okay, so
This
is
this
how
will
I'm
tell you
gonna-
vehicle speed.
and that'll feed back into the ECU so we could data log all the good stuff
Yep.
and see how fast I'm going as
Yep.
well.
So we can sync your clutch switch with speed and with RPM.
And then I can actually have
you
a
can
gear
have a
reader?
gear. Yep.
So I know
So
what
pretty
gear
cool.
I'm in.
Yep.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the glove box
Yeah, this will all be
mount.
cut out, so you just open this and
Yep.
this is what you'll see.
Yeah,
Thing
he
of
had
beauty.
some JDM wiring going on in there, so we got some cleanup to do with the defies and some other nonsense.
For
radios.
whatever reason, in Japan, they don't believe in cutting the wires to the length that
all-
it's needed.
it's all
They just
alligators.
say, oh, I have a 20-foot piece of wire. I only need 2 foot. I'll just coil it all up, zip tie it, and stick it underneath the glove box or under the carpet. It happens all the time, I swear, with the Japanese cars. Like,
And they take the modules or whatever was on the dash, but leave all the wiring.
so we're doing this
Yep.
so I can get better data acquisition
Yep.
and make better decisions on how I'm gonna tune the car, fine tuner.
Yeah, we're also
And get it out
eliminating
there.
failure points in wiring as well. So
Yes, yeah. So I'm not out on track, have something just let go on me. I don't know what it is. This way,
and
solid.
another thing is the JZX's the factory ECU location is under the radio, and when you have a bolt-in cage that wraps under the dash, you can't open this to get to the ECU because it's behind this panel.
So
You
that's
gotta
what
take this
this
panel
is,
out.
part of this.
So having it here accessible just makes life so much easier.
Right, it's gonna be accessible this way as well.
Yep.
What's your issue, pal?
I'll tell you one thing right now. So you're gonna learn real quick, and you better run.
Oh God! Oh God!
That's no poundages. That's 5 poundages. Oh, baby. That's 10 pounds of boost right there.
10 pounds.
10 pounds. And actually what's leaking.
Sprechen Sie leak.
Where's the leak, man?
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, from an H-Dizzle. It's leaking from an H-Dizzle, dude.
Okay.
Oh, I think I just sealed it. It was leaking from this one. But when I put pressure on it, it stops.
What is holding pressure?
Yeah, we're up to 10 pounds without any problem.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh, baby. So, for those of you at home, we had a, let me let the air out of this. For those of you at home, this thing was not making boost. We were only achieving about 7 PSI. So we pressurized this system like so. We block off, because it's twin turbo. We block off one, and then we put this fine little billet guy right here that we got from, what the hell did we get that from? Turbo Boost Leak Testers. Okay, well, they got some different ones, different sizes. We got the one, and then we found out they have one specific for a GTR. We didn't know no better, so we just bought the single because we've been making this thing. But yeah, so we put some pressure in here, listen for any leaks. If we don't hear any leaks, that's a good sign, but that doesn't mean we don't have any leaks. Then we take us a little soapy water spray bottle and we go hit all the little things. And if it blows bubbles, like Jacob did, then yep, it's good or not good. We fix it. So the great news is this is fixed. Now I can pressure or vacuum the coolant system, make sure that don't have no leaks from all the stuff I took apart. Vacuum fill that so I don't have to fight bleeding it for a day. And it's a little late in the afternoon now, so I won't get on the dyno today, but it'll be back on the dyno as early as tomorrow. And then Bob's Devin's uncle, and we'll be sending it out. So Adnan, you're freaking welcome.
All right, so Devin finished installing it, getting it all cleaned up and nice.
Yep, got a few more things to do, but she's pretty much complete.
Look at the difference in that. Incredible. Good job.
Yeah, before there's a under panel that goes under it, and the Defi crap was just like, no shit, I'm gonna say no shit. No shit, bread tied together. It wasn't even zip tied. So, much nicer.
So much cleaner. Good job, Devin.
Yep.
Looks great. So Josh got Adnan's car done, tightening it up. I'm gonna send it off. Devin's got Chris's car all cleaned up. I mean, those boys put in some work. But that's everything. We're gonna wrap it up here. Also, let us know in the comments what ECU means. You know, as a bunch of experienced car people, you would think we know, but I looked it up, and Josh isn't wrong either. It tells us it also means what he said. So it is an electronic control unit, or is it an engine control unit? You know what, let us just let us know, all right? And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your support. Hit the little bell icon to get notified when our new videos drop. Also, stay tuned for our Tandem X Nights video, which is coming out very soon. It's where a bunch of the guys went up and drifted. So stay tuned for that. We'll catch you next time.